In this video, I wanted to compare the Xiaomi Redmi Note 12 Pro to the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus. Pricing varies a lot in different regions, but if you live in Europe, some retailers sell the 12 Pro for around 220 euros, while the 12 Pro Plus is much more expensive. The lowest price I could find was around 370 euros. Usually, the deciding factor in phone prices is the chipset and other specs. However, both devices ship with the same Dimensity 1080 CPU, which assures identically smooth day-to-day performance of the feature-packed MIUI 14 that is based on Android 12. The gaming performance on both phones is pretty good overall. Most 3D games run fine, but you may see some skipped frames in most demanding titles like Genshin Impact. Still, I would say that these phones are pretty good for gaming considering their price. Both devices come in different storage and memory options. My phones have 8GB of RAM. The Note 12 Pro has 128GB of storage, whereas the 12 Pro Plus has 256GB of storage, which is, however, not expandable on either phone. Both phones have 5000 mAh batteries that last a long time, and the battery life is very similar. These are easily 1 or even 2-day battery phones. However, the 12 Pro Plus excels in charging speeds. It ships with a 120 watts charger that fully charges the phone in just 19 minutes. The 12 Pro ships with a 67 watts charger and it takes 46 minutes to fully charge the device. Both IP53 certified phones look nice, the build quality is good, and both sport quite a familiar Xiaomi design. Gorilla Glass 5 on the front and another piece of glass on the back. Both devices have plastic frames. The Note 12 Pro sports a flat back design, whereas the Pro Plus has rounded edges. Besides, the Plus model is almost 1mm thicker and 21.4 grams heavier despite having the same size battery. In the hand, the Plus model is more comfortable to hold due to rounded edges on the back. Both devices have identical excellent quality 6.67-inch OLED displays. These 1080p Plus panels are super sharp and vivid, and sunlight legibility is pretty good thanks to 900 nits of peak brightness. Other key features: both phones have a pair of good sounding speakers, a good old headphone jack, fast and accurate side-mounted fingerprint reader, and IR blaster. The 12 Pro has a 50-megapixel shooter, whereas the 12 Pro Plus has 4 times more megapixels, 200. Both phones have identical wide-angle and macro sensors and 16-megapixel selfie shooters. Initially, I thought that the camera performance would be a deciding factor when choosing between these two phones, and it would justify a huge price difference. However, my camera test results are quite interesting. Both the Redmi Note 12 Pro and the Plus produce excellent quality daylight shots with their primary cameras. To be honest with you, the 12 Pro's shots look almost identical to the Plus's, albeit slightly different image processing. This is very impressive considering a significant price difference. This phone has one of the best cameras for the price. However, the 12 Pro Plus's 200-megapixel sensor along with improved image processing excels in some situations. For instance, it better depicts the overall look of water. Besides, the Plus's camera tends to produce a bit more natural-looking colors, whereas some of the Redmi Note 12 Pro's shots are a little bit oversaturated. The wide-angle and 2x zoom images usually look very similar. However, the Plus's camera sometimes produces a tad sharper photos, but that's just pixel peeping. Portrait shots look pretty much identical on each phone. I like the overall quality. In low light, the 12 Pro Plus usually produces sharper and a bit more detailed images with its main camera. Also, color reproduction is more accurate, even though it may come to personal preference. The 12 Pro produces warmer looking tones, while the Plus model tends to produce colder looking tones. On the other hand, the 12 Pro's main camera competes with the Pro Plus very well in most of the shots. Very good quality. Having said that, the Pro Plus's 200-megapixel sensor is more consistent and it performs better in tricky situations like this night shot when it was raining. The difference is not always noticeable, but the Pro Plus's wide-angle camera's images are a bit sharper and some of the 2x sensor crop images look better because of higher megapixel count, which helps when cropping in within the sensor. Selfies are identical on each phone, and I like the overall quality in both auto and portrait modes. Both phones produce kind of average looking macro shots. Both devices record very good quality 4K 30fps video, but the footage is quite shaky even though there is some sort of video stabilization. An advantage for the 12 Pro Plus, the colors are more accurate in some scenes. However, the footage looks identical most of the time. Both phones record nice and stable 1080p 30fps video. However, if you want 60fps, better use a gimbal as there is no video stabilization. Both devices can record stable and smooth 1080p 30fps selfie video. However, the quality is just above average. Surprisingly, 1080p 60fps selfie video quality is a lot better, but you lose image stabilization. For the audio recording quality, hear it yourself. This is 1080p 60fps video test using the selfie camera of the Xiaomi Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus 5G. Charging and data transferring cables are usually boring, but the channel sponsor ChubbyCables offers quite unique products. As the name of the company implies, all cables are chubby. They are substantial and the build quality is amazing. From the thick wire to robust metal connectors, these are probably the highest quality cables I've used. The cables offer quite a few features and nice design touches. For instance, the company produces the world's longest fast charge cable with a maximum length of 6 meters. This is very useful if the charging hub is far away from you or you have a short cable anxiety. You can get the cables with a smart LED light, there are plenty of color options, and you can choose from many different plugs like USB-A, USB-C, or lighting. Overall, ChubbyCables produces awesome and high-quality products. These are definitely one of the best cables I've used. Check out the video description for all the links and show notes. Overall, both the Xiaomi Redmi Note 12 Pro and the Note 12 Pro Plus are near excellent phones in their respective price categories. If you want the best bang for your buck, take the Redmi Note 12 Pro. Just like every year, it's probably the best phone for the price and I can recommend it for most people. If you want a slightly better camera, a nicer design, a more comfortable feeling in the hand, super fast charging speeds, but you don't mind a significant price difference, go with the 12 Pro Plus. It's an awesome mid-range phone. At the end of the day, Xiaomi did it again. They produced amazing value for the price phones that I can easily recommend, but it all comes down to your personal preference. Tell me in the comment section down below, which phone would you choose? Also, like the video if you liked it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, it was Linus, thank you for watching and see you soon.